to protect Earth from what was destined to arrive.
Optimus Prime, you destroyed your home. Do you seek redemption?
My maker, I do.
All right, that was a clip from Transformers: The Last Night, the action-packed franchise back. This time, the humans and Transformers are at war. Let's bring in chief film critic for WBAI Radio, Mike Sargent is here. Mike, this summer blockbuster season, what did you think of that film?
Well, this is sort of a combination of all the blockbusters you've seen over the last 35 years crammed into one film.
Oh my God, that doesn't sound so good.
Well, you know, that depends on what you like.
So you want that?
No, not me, but some people do. I think there's a little bit of Lawrence of Arabia in there. There's a little bit of King Arthur. There's some Star Wars in there. There's some Fast and Furious.
But it's off to a slow start, right? I mean, Paramount Pictures is reporting that this film only brought in $15.7 million opening day. That puts it on track for $70 million for an opening weekend. That's considered to be less than the previous installment.
That's lower than all of them.
So is this like franchise fatigue?
Well, it is franchise fatigue, and the irony of that is that this is supposed to launch a whole new Hasbro universe for Paramount, and that's worrisome because they're planning another 11 films, spin-offs and prequels and sequels of this, and I don't know if that's going to happen.
Okay, all right. Well, it's also up against some stiff competition. I mean, you've got Patty Jenkins' Wonder Woman. Yes. I saw this film 2 weeks ago. I thought it was excellent. The movie already grossed more than $600 million worldwide. This is on track to become the highest-grossing live-action film directed by a female director, which is interesting, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
What do you think about that?
Well, I think it's about time. I think that people have seen there are enough heroes, enough men running around in tights that we've seen for the last 10 years, and I think it's time for a female hero, and I think that's why.
Why do you think this is resonating so much? It's doing really well.
Well, I think because it's different. I think, you know, women, I see a lot of movies, and most of them are directed by men, and most of them are written by men, and, you know, when you see a woman direct a film, there's different sensibilities. There's things that a man just wouldn't do.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you've seen so much of something, you're ready for something new.
Yeah, I liked it. It was good. And then you've got another female director creating buzz this weekend, and that's Sofia Coppola.
Yes.
Let's talk about her film. She won the Best Director award a few weeks ago at the Cannes Film Festival for her new film, The Big Wheel. The movie hits theaters later today. Let's take a look. I want to get your reaction. Watch this.
We can show him some real Southern hospitality.
Corporal McBurney's stay here has taught us all a very important lesson.
Can I get you anything?
The enemy is not what we believe.
Okay, so this is called The Beguiled. The movie is a remake of the 1971 film of the same name, starring Clint Eastwood. How do you think it's going to do at the box office?
I think it'll be okay. And it's interesting, you mentioned she won at Cannes. She's only the second woman ever to win Best Director at Cannes.
Big deal.
Last time was 1961. This film is a remake. I happen to be a fan of the original. And she's done a different take on this where it focuses more on the women and less on the male character. And it's interesting. It's gothic. It's creepy. It's beautifully shot, really well acted. But I have to say, I did like the original a little bit better.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see about that. The Beguiled focus features. And then let's get a look at this. I want to get your take on this Star Wars shakeup. Watch. Lucasfilm announcing yesterday that Ron Howard is going to step in as the director of the untitled Han Solo movie. Production has been underway for nearly half a year when the original directors were suddenly fired. They walked out earlier this week. What do you make of it?
Well, I don't know that they walked out. I think they were possibly asked to walk out.
Yeah.
Their view of the Han Solo movie, they were fired, basically, yes. You were being nice. They were fired because they saw the Han Solo movie as more of a comedy. These are guys who did Shrek. They're known for comedy, Phil Lord and his partner. But I think that Kathleen Kennedy has a different vision for this. And
the Star Wars franchise has taken on a whole different...
Yes, it does.
Everything since George Lucas sold it.
Well, not only that, but Star Wars, not only is it a brand, but is a certain type of movie. Star Wars, what they were making was not Star Warsy enough.
Yeah.
They like a little bit of a change to liven it up, but not a comedy.
But the people love it. I mean, the whole franchise continues to do well.
And they're making good movies.
And the fact that they were pushing back on the whole storyline, and then the bosses basically said, that's it, leave. You're done.
It's too big. You can't push back. You can't make an original piece of art within a franchise like that.
Yeah.
It's just impossible to do.
All right, Mike. So what are you going to see this weekend?
Me?
Yeah, you've seen everything.
I've seen everything. So
you're not going to see anything again.
I'm not going to see anything again. I'll probably watch something old.
Mike Sargent, good to see you, sir.
You too.
Thank you so much.